Fill the sink with water and leave the faucet open. Put the ball under the jet and see how fast it starts to rotate. And if you start moving the jet, then the ball will follow it, remaining in the stream. Now, we tie it to a thread and relaunch it into the jet. It seems to stick to it, but due to the effort, you can still pull it out. If your ping pong ball has got a dent, then to straighten it, it will be enough to lower it into boiling water for a couple of seconds. Oops! And the ball has returned to its original shape. You can use it again. Or you cannot boil the water, but just bring the lighter to the crumbled ball, but at its distance so as not to float it. In a matter of seconds, both the original shape and the former jumping ability return to him. He looks like a brand new one. Turn on the hairdryer at maximum power and place the ball in the airflow. It begins to float in the air, moving up and down. It stays even in the flow even if you tilt the hairdryer. Add a second ball, and now they are both floating. We will substitute a bushing over them and they abruptly fly through it. Let's see again. And here's the maximum angle at which a ball will still stay in the steam. Let's take the most ordinary cocktail tube, bend it at right angles, lean it against our lips and start blowing hard inside, and put a ball on the other end. See how fast it rotates, and at the same time it remains on the tube. The duration depends only on your lung volume. And now the same trick, but with the funnel. We blow into it, and the ball begins to rotate. Even if it's not for long, it's harder than it seems. But why torture yourself if you can just attach a funnel over a hairdryer? Let's see what this device is capable of. Don't leave the ball far away. Place it as close as possible and it starts spinning just at breakneck speed. Wow! Let's look at how high the ball usually bounces. If you don't give it acceleration, decent, but surely you can do more. Of course you can. Let's take a glass of ordinary water. There shouldn't be a lot of it, just enough to put the ball in the center and stay afloat. Now we throw the glass and the ball literally shoots into the ceiling. Let's do it again. Just look at the power. If it wasn't for the ceiling, it's not known how far the ball would have flown. Have you ever set fire to a ping pong ball? Let's compare its Gorenge process with Gorenge paper. Wow! This is a powerful flame. It even makes him move. The ball burns much faster than paper. Who would have thought? Now, we will take the ball and use scissors to cut it into small pieces. Then, we will need a small sheet of foil. We put the pieces of the former ball inside the sheet and wrap it exactly like a candy wrap. Then another layer of foil, also quite tightly. Let's put our candy in an empty aquarium. Bring the fire and start gradually heating the foil until suddenly smoke appears. Take your hands off and look! There's a release of flame as if from a flamethrower. See in slow motion how beautiful it is. But do not try this at home. Yeah, it's like there's a real fire-breathing dragon in the aquarium. Although, sometimes you can get a smoke bomb instead of a pillar of fire. But, in my opinion, it also looks cool. We need a glass vessel in the shape of a cylinder. Look, the egg looks just like a balloon. Oh, and this refraction of light? Okay, let's be serious. Let's put this plastic plate on top, toilet paper tube, and the egg on top. Now, knock it over, and the egg falls exactly into it. Now, 3 eggs. How about 5? Easy? All 5 eggs fall right in the water. This time, we will use boiled eggs, hard-boiled and peeled from the shell. Boil water in a kettle. Be careful with the boiling water. Pour it into a bottle. And when it heats up, pour it into a bowl. Now, let's put the egg on top of the neck and just watch the wonders of physics. The egg literally pulls in. Did you hear that? Let's look again from the close angle. The egg goes in the bottle. The same trick can be done with the burning piece of paper. The fire will burn all the oxygen inside and the egg will be drawn inside even faster. For the next experiment, I got this aquarium. How's the view? Fill the aquarium with water almost to the edge. And now, we break the raw egg inside. It immediately goes to the bottom, but it's not as simple as that. Using our fingers, we create a funnel in the water and the white egg makes it visible. Just look, it's a real egg tornado. And in the center of the storm, of course, is the yolk, which does not even think of spreading, unlike egg white, which particles have already spread throughout the aquarium. For the next experiment, we'll need an empty shell, but first, I'll show you how to make it. To begin with, you will need 2 small holes on opposite side of the egg. Now, let's take a plastic bottle and make a hole in the bottom. Fill it with water, which immediately begins to flow through the hole. But for now, we'll plug it with the finger. We fix the prepared egg on the neck of the bottom of the clay. And now you remove the finger from the bottom of the bottle and watch how the pressure will put out the entire contents of the egg, like this. Rinse the shell in water and to remove the remaining moisture, blow into one of the holes. Now, put the shell in a glass container filled with vinegar. Under its influence, calcium, which the most part of the shell consists of, dissolves. However, the inner membrane will remain intact. After 1 or 2 days, we will remove the membrane from the vinegar. Rinse it thoroughly to get rid of the precipitation. Now, dry with the hair dryer to remove all excess moisture. Inflate the membrane so that it returns to its original egg shape. And just look! Now we have a rubber egg. It is elastic and it bounces well off surfaces, just like a real ball. In this experiment, we're working with chemicals, so let's not forget about our protective equipment. Let's take an empty egg, as in the last experiment, as well as alkaline pipe cleaner, water, and aluminum. We dissolve the alkali in the water and add aluminum to start the chemical reaction. When the hydrogen vapor starts coming out of the neck of the bottle, we will plug it with our empty egg so that they accumulate inside the shell. Now, we will install the shell on a stand and ignite the gas that comes out through the hole. But do not repeat such experiment at home. It's very dangerous. Meanwhile, our shell explodes. Look! Let's look at that again in slow motion. Wow! What a powerful explosion! Don't try this at home. Well, at the end, we will conduct a small crash test of an ordinary chicken egg. We will fix the egg on 2 coils of duct tape and gradually put barbells weighing 3.2 kilograms on top. Let's see how much of that it can withstand. 3 kilograms, 6 kilograms, 9 kilograms. Wow! I didn't think it could withstand so much. 12.8 kilograms. Meanwhile, the weight is as much as 16 kilograms. $19 kilograms turned out to be an unbearable burden for our egg. It turns out the maximum load that an egg can withstand is somewhere between 16 and 19 kilograms.